Autodesk is fun, Autodesk is exciting, Autodesk is a mission-driven company.
Autodesk brings people and purpose together in a way that enables us to create incredible impact on the world through our customers.
I joined the Autodesk team because I was really excited about the mission of the company and the journey that we're on to design and make a better world.
Autodesk has always had a great culture, and I think of culture as a conversation. The conversation that happens between peers, between managers and their employees, between leadership and the rest of the population. So we're developing lots of ways for employees to provide us feedback as they're having these culture conversations.
Autodesk is a great place to work because it has a unique culture that enables everyone to be their authentic selves at work, to work with a diverse range of people on opportunities to solve much bigger problems than other companies.
People want to be at Autodesk. They are excited about what we do for our customers.
We're making a massive impact on the world around us. We're also evolving our culture, we're evolving the way we work together, all in support of that larger company mission and vision.
If you want to work in a company that's doing incredible things for their customers and therefore for the world, with smart, capable, passionate, good people who you also have fun with, come work for Autodesk and be a part of our culture, be a part of the conversation, be a part of our evolution.
Hello, hi everyone. Thanks for being here. Arsene, so today I'm glad to open up the 10,000 coders programs in Central African English-speaking countries, starting by my own countries, which is Rwanda. And I'm going to have a discussion with compatriot, a young brother, because with the male coder, they want to, to bring and to strengthen this mindset of sisterhood, brotherhood, mentorship, which really matter, and that I believe will make the difference for the coming generation. And so Dimir Kodor is it's there to create a dialogue, to bring up conversation in between and with African youth in the 54 or African countries, and I am therefore more happy and delighted to uh, to support them in this achievement. They are quite doing well, very well since few time now, and they are having that conversation webinar on daily basis. Every on daily basis at 7 p.m. and daily webinar at 8 p.m. with some big sisters and big brothers that are having conversation with different youth from different countries. And today is a special conversation on Rwandaise youth, and we will be having a testimonial, a return on experience, and kind of expectation of one young person that will tell us what is his expectation regarding ITC and new technology in Rwanda, and how that can bring to our country, and but also what we can bring thanks to that to our country, but also to our continent. So from the personal level to the country level to the regional level and then to the continental level, because that's how it works, right? So Dimi Coder it's a network that relies on a group of we call them big sister, but they are actually very experienced professional in different areas in and locality in Africa, and it's a program that train and that is inclusive. They created a past taste, very inclusive, scalable in the 54 countries, and um, they are looking to train 1 million young people per country from now to 2013. So myself, I'm Geraldine Mahoro. I thought that have been introducing me today through different social media. I am Geraldine Mahoro. I'm from Rwanda, as you may uh, guess it. I'm from Rwanda, and I'm keen political science and business development, mostly in Africa, with or in Africa. I deal with financial perception risk in Africa, and I work on African economic narratives. And so I previously worked for the African Development Bank Group, for which is my biggest experience, as I stayed there for almost 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. And I left to work for one of the big four, where I was doing advisory for Francophone Africa. And then I left that uh, company to work for Axo 5, where we deal with private sector, but also public sector and organization in from African to European ecosystem, but also for Western that are looking to do businesses with Africa. We kind of facilitate, we go with them there, and we create opportunity, or facilitate where the opportunity are already created. We create, I can, if I may say, we create a personalized bridge adapted to our client and partner, adapted to their very personal objectives. So it's really, yeah, it's a bridge we do. It's kind of personalized additional work, extra work we do to we bring to the company, with a lot of player explanation, distinction, always between perception, because our continent have this problem where the perception is often bigger than reality. The risk is perceived bigger than the reality. Opportunities are perceived less than realities. So we are a lot in explanation, showing accompaniment and facilitating opportunities when it's business opportunities, but also employability. And DML Coder is in that scope. Training, giving youth training that take them to jobs that create more opportunity, more employment, less poverty, more development, and sustainable development. And yeah, that's why I'm very happy to be there today and to support them. So Arsene, so if you wanna know more about my company and what we do, there is the website, the Axo 5. They will put it somewhere for you to be able to consult. So it's www.x05.com. So you can easily go there, and we usually do some free newsletter once or twice a month with businesses opportunities, investment opportunities, African ecosystem evolution, and evolution in terms of innovation, mostly on project financing, innovation, everything that are in line and related to sustaining perception and mindset shifting to growing economy. We build all the topic around that. So you can also subscribe. It's free. You can subscribe to that newsletter, to the X05 newsletter, but to also my personal newsletter, where I mostly share opportunities, investment opportunities, financement opportunity, project financing, innovation, and opportunities, but also everything related to events related to that, and some readings related to that, financial and economical African ecosystem perception. So this is topics I deal every day with. So let me introduce you to Arsene. Arsene, where are you? Yeah, so this is Arsene, my dear compatriot from Rwanda. I'm tempted to introduce you, but I prefer you to introduce yourself and tell you a little bit about you, your name, your background, what you have been doing.
Hello, everyone. My name is Arsene. I'm very happy to be here. Very happy to be invited here. I live in Rwanda. I'm 26 years old. I think that's quite an introduction. Unless you want to know something else, my name is Arsene Gen Z. Thank you.
So what have you been studying? In what school in Rwanda? In a university in Rwanda, right?
Yes, I studied university in Rwanda. Before I was before university, I studied high school. In high school, I studied mathematics, economics, and geography. And when I got into university, I decided to go into something which is related to technology. So I decided to take my university degree in information technology. Uh, I'm taking my last year now, which means I'm going to graduate this year with a bachelor's of science in information technology.
Okay, I see. So what takes you to technology, to ICT? I mean, you could have choose any other field.
Yes. Uh, I looked around, and if you look at very advanced countries, countries which are very developed, we can take an example of China. We can take an example of Japan, USA. All those countries are very advanced when it comes to technology. So I have come to realize that for my country uh, to get to that level, and for the African continent to get to that level, we need more people into technology. So, with that in my mind, that's how I decided to go into technology, because I want to contribute something to my country. I want to put my contribution to my country and to the African continent. Yes.
Okay, so what do you think technology can bring to our country? Oh, what
Uh,
do you what can you, or what do you want to bring to our country and to Africa through technology, or thanks to technology?
First of all, technology is a very powerful source of employment because
That's
technology
true.
keeps increasing. Technology keeps increasing. Uh, for so many years now, it has been increasing endlessly. So with the technology increasing, it means more job opportunities are going to be created. So
Mm.
one thing which technology is going to do to my country is create employment opportunities for the citizen, especially for the youth. And one more thing is, if we all go into technology, uh, it's going to empower our country economically. I mean, every country which has a very advanced technology directly is empowered economically. So if we want to increase the economics of our country, we have to put our effort into technology.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. This is for me. Technology is so present in everyday matters, in everyday problematics, and we all know that in Africa we have all kind of problematics. We all know that everything has to be done, and technology is actually helping in that, what I call leapfrog Africa, right? So I think the next generation is the generation, not the next, they're already doing, I'm keeping saying next, 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 because people are saying next generation to future, but it's now and it's already happening, and people are already leapfrogging. They're literally just jumping steps, going straight to solutions, thanks to technology, where other countries and other civilization in the history had to go through steps. We know, yeah, I can take the example of funds. This is the easiest example, as we all use that, and we all knew about that, right? So we can see in countries where, in most of the advanced and developed countries, you were talking about, not China maybe, but mostly in the West, like European countries or American countries, where they first had water at home, then they had the roads, and then they had the industrial revolution with the train, and then they had the landline for phone in at home, and then they had the first mobile phone, the first computer. And in Africa, there is areas where they have no taps water, worth its name at home. They never had a phone line, a landline for telephone at home, but they're all using already smartphones. All of them are already using all the apps for everyday issues management. And Rwanda is a good example. Okay, Rwanda is particular because we know our country has had a strategy very IT oriented, technology oriented, and coding oriented since many years now, till the president Rwanda 2020 strategy. So it's been a lot. It's been many years that they are implementing that, and that they are really bringing that desire, that dream to reality. On a daily basis, through trainings, through some investment and some priorities, they really took the leadership to take in hand and to actually do. So I understand when you say that to be developed, we need technology, because yeah, technology is allowing stuff that we couldn't even imagine we will have access uh, 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 so quickly, so we'll literally leapfrogging everything, and that's great. That's great. So tell me, what is you just told us that you want to contribute, and you wanna do it through technology. What makes you choose this uh, great program of 10,000 coders?
Uh, 10,000 coders, I think is a program which is out here to help African youth, to be more into the technology world. And this is what I've been trying to do. I can say since I've gotten to university. When I got into university, I started learning. I started learning some programming, some networking, but I was having the fundamentals, the basics, and everything else I've been learning. I've been trying to do it by myself. So with this program, I think things are going to get more easier because uh, Dimit Codel, they're going to provide me with courses, with experts in the field I want to go to. And because the field I want to go to is programming, so I think they have so many experts into that. And they're going. And one more thing one more thing I've seen they do is they let you be certified, which is
Yeah.
something good for me as someone who wants to have his way into the technology world. And also, they help you into being recruited by uh, companies which may be in need of the skills you have got from Dimit Codel. So I think the journey is going to be very easy and very quick if I work with Dimit Codel. Thank you.
Okay. So have you ever followed the one of the webinar already?
Yes,
Which one?
I followed a webinar about entrepreneurship. I think the yes, it was about entrepreneurship.
Okay.
The name of the person who was invited was Sisoko Ibrahima.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay. So you participate in that webinar particularly on entrepreneurship because you are seeing yourself as an entrepreneur after your training, or was you were just attracted by the topic and Sisoko, which is a great entrepreneur.
I think Sisoko is very experienced in the tech industry, and he is also very experienced in entrepreneurship because if you look at his professional background, he has been co-founding so many startups in the tech industry. So
Yeah.
he's someone I would like to be like in the future. I would like to be very experienced in technology, first of all, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to learn and trying to know more, which is why I've joined this program of Dimit Codel. And
Yeah.
then later in the future, I would like to start a company, start founding companies, start uh, providing job opportunities to the youth. Basically, I would like to be like him. That's why I joined uh, that webinar and tried to know more about him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Anyway, I think jobs are the key answers for what Africa needs and for our specific African needs, because I mean I say specific but because our demography is just huge and unique worldwide right now. So it's not going to change soon. So we really need job
Yes,
creation as more as possible. And the good thing with job in technology is that it is border free. It open no borders, no borders in the sense that you can work for companies or for partners or hire people that are not in the same country than you or not on the same continent and bring skills. And this is something great. It's something
yes,
important.
definitely.
So creating job thanks to the skills uh with expectation, opportunity, and eyes uh, opened worldwide with no limit. It's a big opportunity. It's huge, and technology allows that. And
Yes,
I mean, it's a conversation we can go on
we
and
can
on
have
and
it
on and
for we can have it
yeah,
for a
yeah.
whole day.
So
So
it's
you're
very
right. You're
fascinating
right.
stuff. So tell me what is particular about that in Rwanda, because actually this webinar is really on technology and this um sister brotherhood thing creating around the program 10,000 coding, but specifically in Rwanda. So you are studying there, you see yourself there, you see yourself working, taking opportunities thanks to ITs in Rwanda and in the region. What is the particularity? How do you live the how do you see opportunities there, and how does it work? How is the ecosystem working with technology, or thanks to technology, or what would you bring more to that?
I think the particular thing about Rwanda is first of all the government, because government is really invested into bringing more IT into the country. So which makes it very easier for someone uh, who wants to learn anything about technology. So first of all, the country is going to make that very easy. And one more thing that I can say is about the people in Rwanda and the people in the region, because I can take an example in Rwanda. We have so many young people in Rwanda right now. So if we start introducing technology to them right now, is going to be very fruitful in the future. So I think we have the people, we have very young people. There are many in the country, and we have the government which is supporting us. The government is very involved. So uh, that's what I think is very particular here in Rwanda and in the region.
Okay, so it's really the let's say the leadership improving the local ecosystem, because I mean the fact that there is a lot of young people is not particular to Rwanda, it's it's everywhere.
Yes.
uh, our population is young, all over the continent. But yeah, I think yeah, this is a key point, improving ecosystems to allow uh, our youth to actually seize the opportunities. Because I mean, I've been working, especially when I was working with the African Development Bank, I was in between the private and the public sectors, because we do, I mean, I'm not there anymore. Okay. The
Mm.
African Development Bank finance state, but also private sectors on some programs, sometimes PPPs, but sometimes public-private partnerships, but also sometimes completely private programs. And the problems, sometimes programs I saw is that you can bring training, you can bring, even if it's free, you can bring skills, but as soon as when people have the skills and the ecosystem don't allow them to actually seize the opportunities, they can just be, homeless with degrees, so
Yeah.
this is something we have, this is something that is very important, and that leadership, our African leadership, have to create the ecosystems and the governance and the strategies and long terms vision, because it has to be long terms, like training a generation to fill a gap somewhere in jobs. It has to be part of long term strategies from the country, to allow them to have the ground to actually experience the skills they have acquired in the trainings, and so it's important, it's very important. And we never finish learning. So I'm happy to see someone like you that already have university studies background, already have some programs. I know there is some local programs that already there in Kigali, in some coding programs, some incubators, some entrepreneurships opportunities that open there, um, from private initiatives, which is great. And but I'm also happy to see that you curious enough to go on a program that never been there yet, and to see, to have this uh, mindset of yours to say, oh yeah, someone told me about this, someone told me about that, let me see how I can add that to my skills, in terms of getting there. And this is already a self leadership, and this is the mindset that our youth need to have, because I've been traveling Africa, and I can tell you that not everywhere you find that. I have seen a lot of our youth that are more in the position of waiting people to bring something to them,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they have smartphones, they have internet. I saw one of your video, you were talking about it. You were
Yes.
saying something
I was talking.
like, guys, be ambitious. You didn't say that like this, but we're the same mindset. It's like,
Yes.
just be ambitious. You have
Mm,
smartphones, you have internet, you wanna be somewhere, you wanna go
mm.
somewhere. You can learn for free instead of spending all your time on Instagram
On
and on
Instagram and
Facebook.
Facebook and
You
so
can you
and
can stay
Snapchat.
on Facebook or on Instagram, but you can stay there learning something. It's not
Mm.
about the platforms, it's about why you're looking in that
It's about.
platform.
So I think it's about how you spend your time. It's about how.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 So there is a lot to do with self conscience and self leadership and self ambitions, and to be an opportunist, looking everywhere for every, yeah, and you actually doing that. And I'm happy to see that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Anyway, so the 10,000 coders program is, as I said, I think I said that at the beginning. It's on daily basis webinars, and there is people like me that are supporting them, that came to share their experiences in different fields. And they invite, as Sisoko, you were talking about, they invite people to share their experience, people that share the ambition they have, and the vision they have. And it's also, for me, supporting them. For me, it's also being behind a project that shows that we don't necessarily need to do big to have results, concrete results, and to be efficient. We can just go one person at a time, one person at a time. As I said previously, it's first, as I said, also in this example of how do you spend your time. And if you want to be someone, what do you do every day to be that person? And it's a lot about, as I previously said, it's first on the personal level. And from that personal level, it goes to the family level, and then to
To the
your
country
city, and
level.
your country. And that's how Africa is going to grow.
Mm.
That's how our economies is going to grow. And is
Yes.
I don't know who say that again, but it's, I'm sure it, many people say that, but it is still true. It's very true. It's like, take the 5% you surround yourself with, and it will tell you who you are.
Yes.
So
Mm.
when you are in looking of what you want to be, who you want to be,
Mm.
you can choose the person around you that are the most closest to that person you want to be tomorrow. And that's how
Yes.
you choose your how you spend your time on a daily basis. And that's why
Yes.
it is very important to start on a personal level, because if you have this mindset, your brother, your sister, your neighbors, your comrade, they're going to have you around, and this is how it's going to be. And it's going to leave yourself to go to the family level,
Yes.
large African family, to the
Mm.
family level, and then to the country level. And
Yes. You're
that's
right.
what
You're
you
right.
need. That's why I support programs like Dimil Kodo, because we really go from an individual to a bigger ambition.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you think? How do you think? How can I say it? How could you express the difference that you think such a program can make on a long term basis?
Like I've said before, I think if the youth gets very involved in this program, uh, the impact is going to be very huge in the future. People are going to learn. People are going to be certified, and as you said, if I have this mindset, my friends are going to have this mindset. Their friends are going to have this mindset. So if I
Yeah.
get into this program, whoever who is going to see what it has brought to me is going to they're going to need to be involved in this program too. With
Yeah.
more people being involved in this program, it's going to improve the level of using technology in the country, and which is
Mhm.
going to lead to the development of the country. As I've said before, uh, the more technology increases, the more the country is going to develop economically. So I think
Yeah.
this program is very amazing, and I'm very I'm very welcoming about it, and I think the country also is the country, the youth, they are very ready about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I think this is a nice word for the end. Especially if you have a message for African youth. This is the ground.
The message remains the same. We have the internet, we have the devices needed. Uh, I'm not saying you shouldn't be on Facebook, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be on Snapchat. All I'm saying is, uh, while being on Facebook, while being on Instagram, because I myself, I use Instagram too, I use Facebook too, but also try to find some time to learn something which is going to be useful in the future, something which is going to something you're going to use to contribute to your country, something you're going to use to contribute to the African community. Just learn something, and whatever you're going to learn, because this world we are going into, it's it's based on technology. Whatever you're going to learn, just make sure it's in technology. If it's marketing, just find a way to link it with technology. Uh, if it's whatever you're going to go into, just make sure
Yeah.
you link it with technology, and then that's how we are going to improve our country. That's how we are going to to improve uh, the African continent. That's how we are going to change the perception of other people outside of Africa. That's how we're going to change their perception about Africa.
Yeah.
If we develop our
Well said.
continent, then the perception is going to change.
Exactly. Exactly. So just a small addition. It's not about the platform, it's about what we do on the platform. Because I have learned a lot on Facebook and on Instagram. Okay, I don't have Snapchat, I never used it, but I'm sure it's everything. It's about who are you following, why are you following them, and what you said is completely I mean, it's the right thing. We need to bring every day, we need to bring something new to the person that we want to be tomorrow. Every day we have to to nourish ourselves with something that will take us where we want to go, especially for the youth that have this dream of being someone and
Yes,
following people that can be your mentor, for example. It's a
yes,
key. Following them on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Facebook, so they are this platform that can be useless, but that can be very useful if you follow Sissoko, for example. You
yes,
see what the guy is doing every day, what he share, readings. That's how you find the references. That's how you find readings that are important. It can bring something to you. That's how you find some people that are interesting and the expert in your field. It's not always in some courses. It can be also on their social media. It's not about the platform. It's
it's
about
not about the platform.
what you
Mm,
actually do on that platform. So I was
yes,
very happy to have this discussion with you, and I'm inviting all the mentors and the mentees, the potential mentees that can follow this program as as a mentor expert, but also as a little brother, little sister, as they like to say. So voila, that was the special edition on Rwanda, and I'm very glad that Douglas has invited me. Douglas is the guy behind the stuff that invited me for this first edition, and Good luck, guys, and yeah, it's an amazing job you're doing. Just keep it going on.
Autodesk is fun, Autodesk is exciting, Autodesk is a mission-driven company.
Autodesk brings people and purpose together in a way that enables us to create incredible impact on the world through our customers.
I joined the Autodesk team because I was really excited about the mission of the company and the journey that we're on to design and make a better world.
Autodesk has always had a great culture, and I think of culture as a conversation. The conversation that happens between peers, between managers and their employees, between leadership and the rest of the population. So we're developing lots of ways for employees to provide us feedback as they're having these culture conversations.
Autodesk is a great place to work because it has a unique culture that enables everyone to be their authentic selves at work, to work with a diverse range of people on opportunities to solve much bigger problems than other companies.
People want to be at Autodesk. They are excited about what we do for our customers.
We're making a massive impact on the world around us. We're also evolving our culture, we're evolving the way we work together, all in support of that larger company mission and vision.
If you want to work in a company that's doing incredible things for their customers and therefore for the world, with smart, capable, passionate, good people who you also have fun with, come work for Autodesk and be a part of our culture, be a part of the conversation, be a part of our evolution.